Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and other people visiting this planet. Welcome. It's Friday afternoon, time for an update for Dave and what's going on in the shed. Out in the outside spray area, got heaps of stuff that's just been given its heat of undercoat. Like the Sydney O's and one of the LPs up the back there, sitting here. I'll have to air out for a bit longer, then come inside and ready for the next thing. Well, anyway, talking about coming inside, let's go for a walk into the shed, see what's going on. Good afternoon, Ginger Cat, how are you going? Enjoying a lovely autumn day. Morning was a bit cold, but winter is coming, but that's what happened. Anyway, let's go into the shed, see what's going on. Okay. Well, why I've got stuff out there undercoating, getting ready, is because I finally bit the bullet this week and ordered from SMS Paints the Sydney colour kit. They do a kit with the 4 colours for the green and cream colour scheme for Sydney cars. Also working on setting up a paint scheme for the Newcastle LPs and the early olive and fawn type cars. So I've been working on that. So there'll probably be more information on that next week. But anyway, this is where we're up to. That spray painting. Here's the 2Rs and the Prison Tram undercoated. Prison Tram, I'll have to do up a colour chart for it too. But hopefully end of next week we might have the R and the R1 in the standard green and cream colours. And then we'll look at doing the O's in green and cream. Then we'll move on to doing LP in Newcastle. Might do one of the LPs in green and cream, one in Newcastle colours. See how we go, but that's where we're up to. Thinking about also doing the R's properly in all the different colour schemes. So one R and all the others. Look for the video last week when we talked about colours on R's. Anyway, let's go back to the first thing. Paint. Talked about paint. Yes, I've ordered the paint to do the Sydney cars. PBR cars. Well, this project's ready to be put to bed. I've done an example of every of the cars, one in every style. Oh, here comes the cat having a whinge in the background. So there is 4 cars in these sets. There is the louver van, the passenger car, the open passenger car, and the guards van. Now these are designed as a chassis and a body. Oh, and the bogies. We've done the bogies. That's the passenger car. Here I will share all the details that I've done on the bogies and what I've done and how I've done it. If you want any information, let me know, and I'll share the STL files. But there is an example of one of everything, plus an extra van. That was one of my pre-production examples, but it was so good that I ended up finishing it as a complete van, so we have a spare brake van. Now, these are set up in a way where you can either use a KD number 5 or whatever style KD you want, or you can use what I use, which is the Bachmann Easy Mate coupler. Now I prefer to use the Bachmann Easy Mate coupler because it couples up to the ON30 Bachmann cars. It's also easier to use because it's pre-sprung. There's no extra spring in the... They come with a little whisper. Whoops. Oh, knocked the thing off the bench. Anyway, they come with a whisper type spring. Quite amusing. That's live for you. I'll try and focus in on the... Get your fingers out of it. So they are a little spring that just... part of the coupler and just need the screw to attach it. Springs like that, compared to if you want to use the KDs, which, although I understand it, you then got to put the spring and set them up. But they are. So they come in as a chassis, and I'll share my bogies, and yeah, you just don't drop them on the floor and have them fall apart like that. So that is the set of 4 cars that I will share the STLs. These are the Bachmann Easy Mate Mark II couplers that I use in most everything. So we're doing car production at the moment. So what I was doing is, for those, a few people have liked some of the fantasy cars when I've done miniature versions of the TRC and the MRC. So I thought I'd have a go at doing the Batwing type hopper car. I think I talked about last week. So this is where we're up to on those. I've done a run of coal hopper versions and weep hopper versions. They've been painted and undercoated, and I've done the decals as I do the fantasy decals. Move the thing out of it. So we're in the process of doing the components like the bogies and setting them up, but we have got one almost complete. I'm going to play weathering on it next to dirty it up. So they are a run of the coal hoppers, so a set of 4. These are the wheat hoppers in grey. And I painted some in aluminium and it looked bad, so I went back to a grey coat with various types of New South Wales insignia, done as a sort of like caricature syndicate. So they're a scaled down narrow gauge version. These ones was practice playing, but these came out too good that even though they were my test cars, prep cars, I've painted them. I'll probably put bogies and put them into service. I went through the box of all the leftover decals from other jobs, so I've labelled them up, even a pea and milk wagon. So I just went through all the old decals that left over and had enough to do some cars. And these came up pretty good. I've still got we've got a pile of bogey fried foams now have to be painted up and assembled so we can put bogies on them, and I've got like couplers ready to go. But I thought, well, we've got the stuff here, let's do it. So they are there. If you'd like the files on these and how to do them, what I've done, sing out, and we can supply you all with that. I'm happy to give away my STLs files for you to have fun and play with. So that's the latest. Now I'm looking at doing the what was called, now they were called blacks in New South Wales. I know it's really not appropriate and really rude, but I'm looking at doing in the style of what was originally a black coal hopper and a black wheat hopper. These are around the 1960s, and around the 1940s and 50s they had the other bogey hoppers. So I'm looking at those next, just to do out of character in homage to cars. I've done water gins and other bits and pieces, but these were fun. Kept me entertained this week. What is next? Oh, talking about this, I've almost done the list this week. I was looking at putting some stuff on Shapeways, but I'm not really sure. I'm more happier to just give the STL files and have people print their own or put them in the right direction. But if you really want to put my files on Shapeway, let me know, and I will put them on there. Shapeways do a very good job as a printing service, but it's not that efficient. You are better off in some ways buying the printer yourself and doing it yourself, or getting a mate to do it or do something. But if you wanted to purchase my models pre-printed, the way I would put them on Shapeways, let me know if you want me to do that and go in that direction. I'll do that for all the stuff that we've been working on in the steam trans and a lot, so you could actually buy it off Shapeways because they print it and then send it to you and you pay them to do it. Now, I'm not doing decals for these. I just didn't see the point in decaling up the PBR cars. There's plenty of decals and that out there to do them if you want to. Not like other stuff where I've done the artwork for them. Oh, over here before we go. These are the bogies. Now I realise that I put them out here to take photos of the wheels that I've been using. These came off Amazon. It actually has no model numbers on the packaging. They're generic packaging, so if you want to know exactly what size wheels that I'm using to match up with the bogey side frames, let me know and I'll post links of the wheels and the bits and pieces. So if you want to do any of this yourself, you can. If you want the STL files to print at home, if you want the STL files for me to put them on Shapeways so you can get the stuff that way, let me know. Quite happy to work with you in any way, shape or form. So yeah, so these are stuff, that's cardboard, they're there for a different job that I have to do. But we got screws, washers, everything lined up to get these bogies going. I wanted to get a lot more, like most weeks. I planned to do so much more, and things happen and things go wrong and don't get as much done. But hopefully next week I'll show you some of these running. I'm going to try and do a bit of weathering on them and make them look a bit old and knattered. But yeah, that's where we're up to. So Puff and Billy's, I'm quite happy to say they're done, dusted. End of that project. If you want any of the files or any of the stuff, let me know. And move on. So next week we'll probably be looking at the completed of the hopper and the BWH car. The BWH, I think they're BWH anyway. The BWH I think was the code. And then we'll look at something else. But till then, take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to hear. If you've got any comments or any suggestions about what's going on, let me know. Machine here printing out bogey side frames. for printing out little stuff, it's quicker and easier to do it in the little machines. Printing bigger stuff in big machines. Oh, and I've got a special, halfway through doing another job in the tramway line. I'm not going to say what it is. It's something that I've talked about, something I've been wanting to do for a while. But I'll hopefully show you that next week. Another corridor type tram car that we started printing that yesterday. And each part of it, there's two components, take about 15 hours to print. So we have half a tram, but I don't want to show you the full tram, so we have a full tram. So that'll be something to look for next week. So until then, take care. Have a good week. If you'd like to like and subscribe, please do. If you have any comments, please let me know. Or if you'd like access to any of these files or any information on anything I'm doing, let me know. Happy to help out in any way I can. Until we meet again, goodbye from Dave in the shed. Hi there, this is Dave. To keep this video active on YouTube, you really do need to subscribe my channel, like this video, and also put a comment down below, because if we don't get enough traffic, YouTube can just make it disappear.